cool. I just cut the cheese. Okay, dude, you ready? Hey, baby.
Put on these glass.
Oh yeah, I'm back in. I think I'm tracking. I'm in this new place. I don't know a disgrace, but I know I make it all new days. Hello everybody. Welcome to the new studio.
I have come here to chew bubblegum.
Oh yeah.
May I have your attention, people?
Hello, good.
I'm Reuben, lying in the truth in my new studio. No more green screen, it's just gonna be me. I got this background, it's kind of neat. You like the paintings that I just made me. It's gonna be moving, I don't know what's doing. It's kind of, this one kind of like fades. Then it fades into the other one, and it fades into the other one. So, back in here at Lying in the Truth.
May I have your attention, people?
And we, like I said, once again moved from the, I was doing all that stuff with the green screen in my house, and because it's a little bit difficult to do a podcast at home, but you know, especially with all the things going on, action and doorbells and kids and people. So I built this bad boy, pretty neat. All new. I got my stuff here so I can play. I got my guitars. I got my keyboard.
I rule.
My whatever, but my paintings, and I made all this stuff and LED light stains and whatever and whatnots. So that's what I'm looking at today. Topics right away. I'm gonna talk about the Jake Paul and Tyson, or not, Jake Paul and Fury fight. What's that guy's name? First guy? Tommy Fury. He's so unimportant, don't even know his real first name. I don't think. It was on at like 11 or no 2 in the afternoon. Very crazy. Anyways, I was thinking the other day, I remember back when when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. It was crazy. One of the things that we all learned at that time was what alopecia was. Like, before that, no one knew what alopecia was. Like, as soon as I heard she had alopecia, we all went online and Googled it. Except I can't spell very well, so I can't tell you much about alopecia, but I could tell you a whole lot about alpacas. I know a bunch of facts about alpacas. I don't remember all of them. I remember some of them. Number one fact, though, is the alpacas were a Native American group that roamed Oklahoma and Texas and New Mexico area. That's what I remember about the alpacas as I read it online. Anyways, Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury can't fight. It was shows though how bad Jake Paul is. And I didn't like to see Jake Paul get that many punches in the face. He got a lot of punches in the face, more than like I said. His mom and dad were like, "Ooh, stop! Ooh." He got a couple good licks in, but like the one where Tyson Fury or Tommy Fury fell down, it probably was he hit him right when he had his foot up. It's like almost like a judo move, almost, but to the face, But yeah. So the other fights were There was one where people were beating the crap out of each other. I remember that fight was pretty good. But I don't remember any of the guys' names, and it was important. And, but will Jake Paul fight him again? He'll probably try to do some kind of comeback. Maybe that's the story. Maybe that's the whole storyline in the first place. And then the next fight is going to be the big payday where he takes a dive. Tommy Fury is into the big sky about of how good Jake Paul. And he said, my middle name. And then it's funny, at the beginning he said he's 100% healthy, no problems. I'm so healthy that you're going to get all three of my names. Jake, blankety blank, whatever his middle name is, because no one cares, Paul. And then he got his butt whooped, and as soon as he lost, he's like, I got sick twice during camp. And then my heart was broken, and I had a crack in my butt and a hole, and I didn't think I was going to win this fight. Anyways, yeah, so it is what it is. That was that. Yeah, I've been, like I said, building this thing. I didn't do it, job change. I guess, man, son of a gun. I hear all the time they're talking about this thing called manifestation, and I try it all the time, like lottery tickets. Manifestation. I try to manifest myself a win a lottery ticket, but that did not happen ever. But I try. I do it over and over again. So, but what I did do is, in my head a lot, is say, I fucking hate my job. How many minutes is this? 7 minutes in. First cuss word. Boom. I think new record. Say not to get it within 5 minutes. I'm trying. But after that.
My ex-girlfriend is catatonic after fucking a dead guy.
There you go. Now I can really get into it. I can say what I want to say. 'Cause I broke the mold or whatever, the threshold. So, yeah. Let's talk about kids, woke, being married. Oh, yeah, what I've been doing. I've been building this work. Oh, yeah, it's manifestation. Yeah, I'm saying, man, I hate my job. Man, I hate my job. I love building stuff. I love doing the work, but like most people don't understand two things: what union means, and like how the construction trade typically works out in general. Especially if you're not working for a corporation. No, typically that's how these things work out. Even I've worked in other situations. In construction, the job lasts as long as the thing you're building, typically. Sometimes those companies have more work, but they have to like overlap them to continually keep people employed. So a lot of construction companies have a base of like, we'll make hypothetically like 10 guys, and then a couple of those guys, like 5 of them, will become foremen on big jobs, and then they'll hire people from the union hall. And when the job gets slow, they lay people off. When they need more guys, they hire more guys. They can be there for a day, or 2, 1 week, for any reason whatsoever. They can just lay these guys off, And a lot of people don't understand like that's how these jobs work. Man, I've seen guys get laid off for nothing. I've gotten laid off for nothing. Be there for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 5 months, 6 months. You do all the work. You do none of the work. It doesn't really matter. These situations are very strange. You're in a lot of times you're in a situation where majority of these people barely graduated high school, such as myself, a GED. I have a diploma. No college. I have little college. And a lot of people didn't even go to a trade school or learn the trade through any kind of apprenticeship program. You'd be surprised how many people in the union, even though they're in the union, you can test in, say if you worked non-union for like 5 years, and a lot of people can just make up, fake bullshit. I used to work for ABC Electric. Oh, they're closed. Yeah, they went out of business. It was kind of a family-owned thing. Yeah. Oh, we did big buildings, small buildings, houses, everything. Solar. Yeah, what are you guys building? Yep, we did a bunch of that too. Yeah, and then they test in, and then all of a sudden they're a electrician or whatever you want to be, and then they're book one. You know, talk about books later another day. But yeah, and when you get these jobs, a lot of times people will not hire. Let's say quarterbacks, football, NFL, totally good example. The quarterback, let's say, is the foreman of the job, okay? And the quarterback, say he's like Tom Brady. Tom Brady, if he was responsible for the draft or hiring and firing, he is not going to hire or keep his replacement. If there's someone better than him on the team, they're going to get rid of him because Tommy doesn't want to lose his job. And that's how these things work out. Why would you hire people that are better than you? Because then when the coach sees, oh, damn, that guy throws the ball better than Tom, Tom's on the bench. That's just the nature of it. That's competitive nature. It's unless there's a bias, a friendship, or a fraternity, or any other kind of bull crap, which tends to be a lot of times also. So I think that it gets a lot worse when it comes down to construction, because the jobs are coming to an end. So it's like it comes Squid Games, where eventually they're going to start eating their own. Me personally, I always like, man, I'm going to hire the best. And if you're better than me, the worst thing is going to happen is you're going to get, you'll be my boss and do a great job, and then we'll make more money and more jobs. And then if I'm good enough, I'm going to be hired. If I'm not good enough, I won't keep my job if I'm not good enough. But let's say like the last job I was on, we were sent there and they needed a bunch of 3-inch conduit. Other people were trying to bend the conduit. They couldn't do it. A piece of conduit's like 120, 150 bucks, So like, as they were struggling to bend the conduit, here, let's look it up. 3-inch EMT. $130. There you go. That's pretty dead on with that. I mean, imagine if you have to bend one, you mess it up. $130 plus the time you spent to bend it, and then you do it again, and then you're not doing anything, and then you do the 4 or 5 of them, you got a big mess, and you made progress. So after a while, if you don't really even have an answer for the next piece of pipe, what are you going to do? And you start cutting the piece of pipe up, and then you're putting couplings in it because it won't work. So eventually, the foreman on the job was like, how about just having Reuben bend all the pipe? And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm pretty good on the table bender. If you look it up on Instagram or YouTube, I have a couple of videos up. So I ended up bending all the conduit. Like, all the conduit. Thousands and thousands of feet of conduit. I'm bending it, putting it up, and they even gave me an apprentice that was very green to construction, mechanical, anything labor-wise, and it was kind of a bit of a struggle. Even sometimes I was like, I'll trade my apprentice for like a piece of rope where I can tie the rope to the tail end of the pipe, because I think sometimes that'd be safer and more efficient than the apprentice that I had. It was like, goodness gracious. And finally I had to say, look, sir, maybe it would be more proficient for the apprentice to work with other people, and I can try doing something myself. That apprentice could learn things from other people. And they moved that apprentice, and then like here once again, a foreman got the apprentice, and he's all, I'm going to make sure you're the best person you can be. It benefits all of us if you're successful. So I'm not going to let you down. That was a break. From break, the apprentice goes and works by themselves, while the foreman goes and works somewhere else with some other apprentice. Never works with the apprentice. The apprentice keeps struggling, and then eventually the foreman gets sick of the apprentice not even working with him and transfers to another crew. Same situation goes with that foreman, but that foreman is a total jerk also. He's been kicked off other job sites due to the way they talk to me. It's crazy sometimes these people too. When you construction, some reason they think they can just, hey, it's almost like Wolf of Wall Street. Like that's how they try to talk to you every morning. I'm like, what, dude? If we go outside and you won't talk to me like that, I'll jack you up. So it's just, we're on the job site. You're asking me to do work. I'm showing up. I showed up. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing something or making a mistake, you can talk to me personally, man to man, not in front of everybody else. And then if I'm not doing a good job, lay me off. Write me up for the mistakes I make. But I wasn't making any mistakes. I had no problem. It wasn't a problem with me. But the person would yell at other people and then do it in front of the group, like as a group situation. And, you know, it'd be like passive aggressive comments and all kinds of dumb stuff. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, so as I'm driving to work, you know, waking up at 2:30 in the morning to drive, it would take me 2 hours and 20 minutes in the morning to get to work. And then I would sleep in my car. I have a bed in my car, full bed. I'm 6'2", but I can lay out. Sleep an hour and then go to work. Bust my ass at work. I put so much conduit in, they ran out of pipe. Not only they ran out of pipe, the material place ran out of pipe. They had to go get pipe from other job sites and find pipe throughout the other parts of town. Anybody have got pipe? Reuben's in town, he's putting all the pipe in. It was crazy. Okay, anyways. My point being is, I do all the work. No one else knows how to do the work. And as soon as I get done doing the work, what do? Hell yeah. Get that reduction of force layoff. Hey. It's interesting, you know, people who are less skilled, the planning of all these people, I mean, it's just so poor. I have to bite my tongue the whole time. I learned on the job sites, I just look down because you start looking up or paying attention to what they're doing. It's like, God damn, why do you talk to a person like that? What are you talking about? Why don't you have more harnesses? You talk about safety, just the harnesses, you have them somewhere. Just get enough harnesses for everybody to wear a harness. You're not gonna, no? Okay. No harnesses. Okay. I guess I won't do what I need to do because I don't have a harness and they refuse to get me a harness. It's so dumb. Everything. The superintendent comes by and says, hey, Reuben, don't put the panel on the wall. We're going to paint. I said, cool. Well, tell my boss that because he wants me to put it up. I'm just going to continue to do my job. If he wants me to take it down, my boss will tell me, not you. He said, no problem. The boss comes by, makes sure, hey, doing a good job, Reuben. Cool. Put up all the panels. I put up I think it was total 8 panels, and then I hung set up 5 transformers, you know, grounding them, all the stuff for the transformer, feet, road hammer, blah, blah, blah. And then when I get done, they take them down off the wall. They don't ask me to take them down. They know kind of I might be mad, but I don't get mad. Because I've learned so much from I'm almost 30 years of being an electrician. I've learned that a lot of times, if you're not in charge, if you're just a worker, you can't get upset about your progress unless it's your fault. If you're making mistakes. Because a lot of times you'll put up something and be like, no, they don't want that. Nope, the light don't work there. Oh, they decided to add 2. They've got to paint. You know what I mean? They so many dumb things. You know, they put it up and it doesn't even work. You know how many times I've put up a light and the light don't work? You know, I was at a school where the guy had somebody do lighting. None of the lighting worked. Well, sorry, part of the lighting worked, but when you turn on the rest of the lighting, then none of the lighting worked. It all broke. I could imagine they were there for fucking months, just re-pulling it, and then it looks like a rat's nest. It's crazy some of the work these people do. You know, I post all my work online. At least you see how my quality of work. You know what I mean? But I laugh. You know what I mean? All you can do is just do the best you can, and then do 8 for 8, and I think I do probably give about 10 for 8. That's just how my day goes. I'm a hard worker, and I'm pretty good at what I do. But it's a weird, strange world out there. A lot of people don't understand how construction works, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So you enter in this strange world. I've very, very few. I can't even say ever really. I've really never seen a crew, like electrical crew, like get a foreman and some guys, and then the foreman's really good, and he's just building up guys and then adding guys, and everybody's cool, and everybody's like total accountability and respect, and they keep on doing it. Like they have a system, almost like the Patriots with coaches and stuff. You know what I mean? I've never seen it. I've always seen something like there's a company in town, and they do a bunch of like I don't know, food processing, industrial type work, and their hiring is based on religion. If you're not a Christian, you are not running work. And matter of fact, I mean, like one guy is a youth pastor, the other guy is a youth pastor, the other guy wants to be a youth pastor, the other guy is committed to God. Like the whole group, it's very strange. You know what I mean? So, and I've seen him hire people off the street who are from church. You know, they know them because they're Christians, and they want to keep that thing. That's what they got. I mean, there's another a company in town. They hire a lot of they call them Book 4 guys. Like I said, tested in. They test in. So like, it's the superintendent's tested in. All their guys are tested in guys. It's amazing. You know what I mean? So, and then a lot of the guys who are actually went through an apprenticeship don't want to work there, and then they wonder why, because everybody here didn't go through the program. They didn't put any skin in the game, you know. So anyways, I was like, man, I do not want to drive up there anymore. I definitely don't want to listen to these people who are making so many dumb mistakes. This is like just crazy, the amount of dumb mistakes they keep making. The people they put in charge, like they put people in charge that make people not want to work, that make people hate their job. I mean, not me, but other people. I already hated my job before I got there. And I always say this, when someone comes to work and they have a bad attitude, like, I hate my job, but I'm still a fucking fun guy. But like, when there's a guy who comes to work and he hates his job so much, it makes me feel, no, sorry, not hate his job. When a guy comes to work and he has a bad attitude, it makes me feel so good, because it makes me know that his personal life is shitty. How can you come to work and have a bad attitude if your wife is taking care of you, kids are cool, you know, you're happy in life, and then you're going to come to work and be a dick to everybody? I don't think that happens. Yeah, I think people who come to work and who act like dicks to people, their life is shitty at home. So I always say it makes me feel good. Like, oh, man, your life is terrible. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, keep on having a bad... Ooh, you're a bad person. Ugh. I mean, so... Matter of fact, I think when I got laid off, I was like, oh, man, you're just a bad person. You know what I mean? I said some things to him where finally he's like, okay, bye. You know, we get one of those things like, oh, thank you for your service, bye. So, hell yeah, that thing's working now. But yeah, so, anyways, yeah, so I'm going to work locally so I can do more stand-up. If you're listening to this, get ready, because the stand-up is coming. I got a bunch of stuff I've been working on, like alopecia, alpaca, and slash Apaches. That's my Apache joke. If you like that, there's more to come of me being dumb. And I've been, so I've been building a studio. lots of lights, buildings on walls, and these are all old paintings and stuff. And I put my guitars up so I can, keep on doing the music.
Mama don't like tattletale. Mama don't.
So yeah, so maybe it's a bug or hair. Who knows what that is personally. But yeah, so here it is in on action, and then like I said, my beautiful wall has this kind of like a mystic steaming thing. I don't know. It's pretty cool, I think. But yeah, kids and events. I've been going to volleyball and all kinds of stuff. When I go to kids events, especially like not my kids anymore, because everybody knows who I am because especially my kids events, because my kids are much older now. But my stepkids who are younger, when I go to their events, especially when I'm not with my wife, their mom, they don't really know who I am because I'm not at the events. And a lot of times I've been out of town to this job where I work with people who hate their life. It's good. And then when I'm there, people will come up and they'll say, "Are one of these kids yours?" And I'll tell them, "No. I'm just checking them out. But hopefully, I might place a bid on one of them." And they say, "What?" I said, "That's my step kid." I said, "What?" Never mind. That's a work in progress. Yeah. So yeah, watching, not watching. What am I talking about? Watching my kids' stuff, step kids. Yeah, go there and watch them play. And one thing is like volleyball. Like my daughter's on a team, and she plays, and they have a lot of girls on the team. They rotate the kids, and they play a lot of games on a Saturday of 7 games. So they rotate a lot of kids. And if she's not playing, like, kind of weird to watch other people's kids, right? So like on my phone, like I watch my daughter play. Oh, she's playing, cool. She ain't playing, cool. Well, let's doing this. No. Maybe if it was like I guess they're all it's a competitive league, but maybe if it was like I don't know, football, I guess is more entertaining. I don't know, but but it's weird watching other people's kids. I'm not gonna want to hear to watch other people's kids. I mean, so my daughter's playing. I watch my daughter, watch my boys, watch my stepkids. But if it ain't my kids, I'm on my phone. Watching Jake Paul get punched in the face. Ooh, Jake Paul got punched in the face again.
I rule.
That's what I was just talking about. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to go work here locally. Fair, weight, training, football. Yeah, that's another thing, too. See here, we'll go back here. Brent Schaub. Here, talk about that, too. Ohio. Man, so much to talk about. What time am I in here? 28 minutes. Isn't this crazy? Ohio explosion. Ohio, this town where this train exploded, chemical fire. Their paint's peeling off because this train derailed, made an explosion, or maybe a sabotage. Who knows? It might have been some kind of terrorist, a far right white supremacist act. We don't know yet. But it happened in a Republican city, and that's just what they do anyways. They're not very smart. You know what I mean? But Republican ran, Republican government, Republican mayor, governor. These are all Republican voters. So how to fix the problem? It's not like it was somebody else caused it. This is a local problem, so not in it to be political. But you can't say this. Well, this is how Democrats did. It's like no. And I wouldn't say, I don't know how much it has to do with political Republicans even. Even though it's all their area, but it is not good. Whoever told them to go back is not good. Who cut financing to the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency? Because that's what we need right now is more Environmental Protection Agency. But who cut the funding to that? And that's really what we want to talk about. Who cut the funding to that?
Put on these glasses. Yes, Cuban B.
Never know what.
I
Suck.
So yeah, who Who did that? Well, speaking of who, Fox News. They're in court right now because of Dominican voting machines. Do you guys know that? So in court, all their text messages have been subpoenaed and they're under oath. Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Ingram, all those people under oath saying that they knew that Trump lost. And they were upset. He was a disruptive force to the Republican Party, that he was still trying to fake this election bullcrap. They knew. They went on air and told the voters that it was, real, even though it was fake. They knew it was fake, and they kept telling you over and over again, it's real, it's real, it's real, even though it wasn't. They kept lying to you. And now they're under oath saying, yeah, we know we lied. Yep, but they also said the voters know that our show's fake. It's satire. Come on, it's a comedy. They're going to have to take news off there. It's just going to say Fox Entertainment. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, I've been telling you guys forever that it's all BS. Fox lies to you all the time. People try to say, no, it's both sides. Well, sue them. If it's both sides, you can just sue. But the libel act and all these other things make it liberal laws. Liberal laws. You get it. Alpaca. So it makes it hard to sue for this stuff, but they left voicemails. They left text messages. It's hard to prove unless they give you proof. So they got proof of Murdoch saying, hey, we need to push this out there and keep this narrative. And someone else tried to say, look, we know that it wasn't rigged, so we got to stop saying that, and we got to talk that Trump is telling a lie. And Rupert Murdoch said, get rid of that guy. So, hey, still lying. Still lying. That's Fox News. And speaking of, on the Fox News, crazy Adam Carolla side, you got the Brendan Schaub. Brendan Schaub. Mark Harley. Man, they're going at it, huh? Brendan Schaub, Mark Harley. So, I was going to go see, I seen Brendan Schaub live. I was a big fan of Brian Callen and Joe Rogan. So, Brendan Schaub was part of that. So, I listened to all the people. And then was like, who I like, who I don't like. I didn't like how they treated Malik B. I didn't like Brendan Schaub had his point of view after a while. And then Chappelle Lacey was okay, but I don't like how they even treated Chappelle Lacey. It's like a weird conversation, how they talk to each other. So I didn't like that. And then I lost interest, And then Chris D'Elia, and he was part of that show, and Chris D'Elia stuff came out. And that's crazy. I love Eric Griffin. And I like Eric, Chris D'Elia's funny. I love everything he does, like his comedy stuff. But, trying to groom the girls, even though he's like, it's crazy. Some of the stuff, that he was trying to tell the girls, I know it's hard, but delete the text messages. Anyways, you watch the thing about Chris D'Elia, you form your own opinion. But, it's hard to watch after a while. Even Theo Vaughn separated himself, probably best for him. So, I even unfollowed them. The show, and I was gonna go. I said I'd seen him once at the in San Francisco at the I can't remember what it's called, but then about 4 months ago they were at San Jose Improv. Tickets were free, zero. I'm not doing the okay, but zero. They were $0, and then when Brian Callen came in town, they were $5. $5 for Brian Callen tickets. I'm a big fan of Brian Callen's comedy still, but both those guys, I can't tell. And then with how they treated Bobby Lee, I was like, come on, And then they had that guy, Mark Harlan, and he's like, Harley was, falling around, doing everything he possibly can. Then they kind of dog him out. That's just how it works out, when you, when you're that kind of person, you just run through people. Your bad attitude, you just run through people, one group after another, after another, after another. They did a fight companion or whatever they do over there. Fighter, and I don't know. They were watching UFC fights or whatever it is, maybe. They had Howie Mandel and Adam Ray. I love Adam Ray. Adam Ray is great, by the way. I love watching what Adam Ray does. He has all his stuff's pretty good. His impressions on his page are good. I definitely want to go see Adam Ray and Howie Mandel. Man, always a big fan of Howie Mandel. when I was a kid, one of the big reasons I wanted to be a comic was Howie Mandel. I loved watching comedy because of Howie Mandel. But I never thought I'd be good enough to write anything, so I never even tried to do stand-up until now. I get a little bit older and mature, and I learned how to put my ideas down on paper. Anyways, so Howie Mandel was on there, and I guess Howie was getting all these Twitter messages from people like, how are you going to go on Fighter the Kid? Brendan Schaub pisses in the sink. And then Howie Mandel has this he's, hypochondriac about, cleanliness and, wants to stay, doesn't want to touch. That's why he doesn't have no hair. Doesn't, he's very clean freak. And so he brought it up on the show. And he's like, well, what, huh? He's like, yeah, I guess you said it before that you peed in the sink. And he's like, oh, maybe like once, like the door's locked. I'm like, oh, no, nah. It's like a girl. She's like, maybe I slept with 3 guys. Like, oh, 30? Yeah, you forgot the 0 on that? Maybe I peed in the sink once. You mean 100 times or every time? You know what I mean? As soon as if the sink's there and you have to pee, just pee in the sink. I've never peed in the sink. That's crazy. No, I peed on the ground. I peed in bottles. I've peed in cups. Peed in the bushes. I peed in the snow. Peed on the fire. I've never peed in a sink. Peed in the shower. Peed in pants. Never peed in a sink. Adam Carolla pees in the sink. There you go. Right wing nutheads. Pee in the sink. They don't care about cleaning this. It's just pay. You just rinse it out with your hand, right? Whatever. Pee in the sink. That's what you do. But yeah, that was great. He brought that up. Ohio, Brendan Schaub, work, kids, not mine. Got more stuff here. Notes. Will Smith. It's crazy. Like, also like getting ready in the house. You know what I mean? Like, if you're married, your kitchen and your bathroom, you really have to have a big bath. Pretty much it's your wife's bathroom. It's your wife's house. She takes over everything. I mean, that's why I gotta get out and get my own studio, or she'll take it's everything. I mean, I can't do this at home. It's impossible. But anyways, bathroom, they have all their stuff, fucking drunk elephants and, fucking Bed Bath and Beyond. I think that's Buzz Lightyear's brand. There's all kinds of stuff in there. And if you just look up stuff, drunk elephant price, stuff's expensive. It's like $45, $50, $35, $85. Some of these creams, bum creams, lip lumpers, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you ask her, like, well, how much what the hell? There's like $1,000 worth of cream potions here, like a witch. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? You've been watching fucking too much of what's that movie she likes to watch all the time? Hocus Pocus. Witches. But they'll just tell you, didn't cost that much. It's like that video. They gave it to me. It's free. It's not that much. But I found a trick. What you do is, when you're in the bathroom, leave the door open, right? Just fucking around, wash your hands. You listen when she's about to come through the bathroom. You have her most expensive thing. You look it up. It's like gold top drunk elephant item, $45. Sweet. And then when she gets around the counter, you look like you're twisting the top and you put it up and you rub your face. Like you used it. Don't use it though. Don't use it. But act like you used it. And when she comes around the corner, she's like, what are you doing? Like, I was just checking out your stuff. It's like, you can't be using that. It's expensive. Wait. I remember yesterday when I asked you about this stuff, you said it wasn't that expensive. And it was like free. Some of it's buy one, get one free. It wasn't a big deal, but now I use it on my face. It's expensive. We can't have both of you. You can't use both of us. It's not that much expensive, but like you can't use it too. It's not expensive, but too expensive for you. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Fucking tricks of the trade. Kids placing bids. Somebody okay? Yeah. You know? It's crazy too. Gonna go out. You know what I mean? I was single until I was like 26, 27, and got married. I was married for like 10, 11 years. And I was single for like 5 years. Up, World War III just started. And then married again, back to party of one. And then man, I might never be able to post this. Hope it when I push it, the world ends, it still keeps going. But anyways, you know, when I was single though, you know, the chance of you having an illegitimate child back in the day in the 90s is a high probability of not knowing. That's why they had shows like Jerry Springer. You know, they had to figure out who was the father. And sometimes they're like, I don't even know. He was like some dude at a party, and sometimes you could find him, sometimes you can't find him. Like, I don't know. You tested the neighbor. Like, you never had sex with the neighbor, but I don't know who the other guy was. Like, you would meet somebody in the 90s, late 90s, to the latest 2000s, and once you left that person, they were gone. That was it. Once you were away from the location of the other person, that person no longer knew what location you were going to. They couldn't find you. There was no Facebook, no Instagram, no searching. That was it. Unless they knew your first and last name, they couldn't even find you unless it was in the back of a phone book where they looked you up alphabetically. And that was only if you had a landline phone that could find you. It's impossible. But now, shit, you see somebody that's just fucking, hey, what's up? Like, you're cute. Oh, yeah? Take a picture of you, fucking go to Google, reverse fucking search image. Oh, here you are on Instagram? Oh, you're fucking married, huh? Name's not Dave. Reuben, you're a fucking asshole. Comment. And that's your wife? Oh, tagged her. Fucking boom. Life is ruined. I was just saying hi. And please, you're in my seat. See? You're not fucking crazy nowadays, you know what I mean? Can't get away with shit. I guess that's it, huh? I'm wrapping up with that. I don't know, I thought that was pretty good. Sweet. I don't know. What do you think? That was a good episode. Like, share, comment. Go to legendspodcasting.com. Buy a shirt. Doesn't hurt. Do the work. Get to the website. Go see me live when I do some stand-up. Go see me. Go buy a book. Back there. See? Under the skull. My books. Buy some books. See better here? Nope, that's my head. Buy some books. Miss a subject. Boom. But yeah, another great episode. I said like, share, subscribe. Go to the website. I put out some albums. Put 2 albums out. 3-chord symphony. Check that out. Totally forgot to mention that. It's wherever you go listen to music. 3-chord symphony. Check out my music. I got 2 more albums supposed to drop in the next week or 2 if I can just get the company. Man, it's constant battle. Well, it is what it is. I'm out.